All right, everybody, it's time to celebrate. The Irish are playoff bound. Defend South Bend one more time this year for a playoff game in South Bend in December. If you saw the photos or if you're not living there, it's snow on the ground, 22 degrees. I don't think any warm weather teams are going to come to our house and play us in the playoffs, but you're going to have to.
So shaping up that SMU would play us, I'm assuming?
Yeah, but there's chaos. Syracuse, if you guys didn't hear, Syracuse beat Miami. Clemson lost. Auburn was keeping it. Well, I don't think Alabama's even in it.
Like two tutties.
Let's see. Oh, are they? Okay. Ryan Chipkevic, how about the Myers? Let's go, baby. Yeah, man, guys, we were just elated. I can't even put it into words. 2012 was awesome. Obviously, going to the BCS. I'll be honest, I didn't feel great about our chances against Bama. 2018, a little bit different too. But this team totally feels different, totally feels special. And who has 5 fingers and is going to a Notre Dame home playoff game? Us two guys right here, and probably about another 94,000 people. So it's going to be fun. That was one of the most stressful games I can ever remember. We won by, what was it?
49-35.
We won by 14, but it felt like we won by 1. Yeah. It was, oh my God, that was a really stressful game. And I told everybody before the game, leading up to the game, that it was going to be tough, throw the records out the window. SC was talented, as you can see. That Mavia kid, the quarterback, really, really good, impressive. Tip of the cap to him. Woods gets hurt early, or not Woods, Marks gets hurt early. But, yeah. Somebody said, Dose Leprechauns. Said, oh, my God, we were still winning the first playoff game. I lost 8 years of my lifespan there. Yeah, it was not an easy game, not an easy game to watch. Quite frankly, not the funnest game to watch. I'm sure for people that are not diehard fanaticals like us, it was probably a great game. Definitely didn't feel that way until X got that pick 6. And then even then, geez, they still scored. Those guys, insane. Sheila Allen, I think I can breathe now. Yeah, tell me about it. Holy cow. Jake Ryan, LL. Who are we? ND for life. That's from Roger Weatherall. Absolutely. Your favorite blockhead, Brian, thanks for always having our back. He's quite an impressive pick 6. Congrats. Amber Sullivan, I'm so excited. The win felt good. Loving the double pick 6. Almost looked the exact same too. It was freaking awesome. And how about Christian Gray, man? He's got to be in the contention for defensive player of the game. Obviously, he had a really rough first half, but he bounced back and had that pick 6, which quite frankly kind of solidified it for us.
Yeah, 100%. I was telling you the whole game, but this game was Louisville 2.0.
Felt like it.
It just and I still think not even looking at the stats or anything, but Notre Dame should have won this game by more, but whatever. It is what it is. I still think they should have beat Louisville by more, but
yeah,
who cares?
It was just a really weird game overall. You figure that fumble, I guess they called it, from Jaden Thomas early on. Yeah. Good pass, good catch. He just turned the wrong way, and the defensive player happened to put the helmet where it needed to be, and they turned it over and went down and scored pretty quick. So not a lot you can do about that, but obviously they came back. Everybody's talking about J-Love. He was out, but I don't think it was by any means season ending. I think it was more precautionary, and we got 3 weeks for him to heal up. We got 3 weeks for X to heal up, who looked like he was hurt. We got 3 weeks for Howard Cross to heal up. So
technically 5 weeks because he was out.
Oh, that's true.
Virginia
Good call.
And
Good call.
Oh my gosh, who did we play last week?
Army.
There you go.
See, Jeremy Ozingo, big time loyal guy right here. Love Jeremy. Go Irish. You can tell that USC team only lost all 5 by 19 total points. I about had a heart attack, but secondary came through when he needed it. That's history. History is right. Hosting a home playoff game. Wishing J-Love some good rest. We need him for the playoffs. What a game. Wow, that's from Zach Schaefer. Brett Boyson, Gray out. Watts with 1 after a trip to the tent. Bob Miller, your O-line is tough. Yeah, O-line, the entire O-line gets a game ball
100%
for the offense. No doubt about it.
Almost 200 total yards rushing.
Insane. The SC offense was, as we discussed, they're going to make plays. Branch, Deuce Robinson. They've got some playmakers, but the Irish found a way to get it done, and that's what good teams do. Our buddy Justin Knotts, I'm not sure if he's on yet, but he made a really good point. I thought midway through the game when I was having a panic attack, he said that this is the great time for us to have this test because obviously it's going to get tougher in the playoffs. So I agree. That's a personality defining win right there. And it's going to be just very interesting to see who we match up with. We've got the conference championship game. There are a bunch of conference championship games that'll mix things up, but I think Notre Dame will hold steady at the 5 spot.
They should really move up to the 4. It's nuts.
But I think
it would be nuts if they don't. I'm just saying that.
But I think seeding-wise, they can only get that 5th spot.
No, I think they can get the 4th.
I don't think so.
It's really
We're going to
just
have to
up
look
to
that up.
Penn State game.
See, Fred Benson, ex-Michigan, and FOSU had a fight after Michigan won. Yeah, I don't really care about those teams. They showed grit today. Glad he missed that field goal, was irrelevant. Yeah, we find somebody from the soccer team before the playoffs. Looks like you get a home game, right? Yeah, unless something absolutely bonkers happens, the Irish will be playing in a home game, and I don't think there's any way that we wouldn't get a home game at this point. Let's see. Woohoo, go Irish. That's from Dave Yoder. Game was definitely a wake-up. That's from Dan Marchaladon. That's for sure. Having played Army, Virginia. Who did we play before Virginia?
Oh, my gosh.
I don't know. Whoever. Oh, Navy. Oh. Was it? Anyway, yeah, the 3 pretty weak opponents down the stretch, but SC, say what you want. It's a rivalry game. It's at their place. They don't lose a lot at home. They had led in every single game they played in this year into the 4th quarter. So, and they were a preseason top 15. So it's not like we were playing a, George Mason University's basketball team. It's a tough opponent. Clemson and OSU lost, so things will get interesting with these seedings and such. That's from Jake Ryan. Shout out to Jake on the coverage on Twitter, man. He's been killing it for Ghost Leprechauns. Follow him. Greg finally made him pay for picking on him. Absolutely. What a tease from our top 5 defense struggling all game and then seals the deal with back-to-back pick 6s. We are indeed. That's a great comment right there from Mark Aerosmith on Facebook. Yeah, the whole game, it was like, what is this? It was like bend, don't break, and then they would break, and it was nuts, man.
Confusing.
See, Ricky Spanish says, and I'll pin this one. I believe they can only get the 5th seed because we aren't in a conference. Oh, yeah. Good win, boys. Love R&D. Love your feeds, gentlemen. We love you guys, man. This has been so much fun. Appreciate everybody holding their stuff together after the NIU debacle. We can put that in the past now. We're going to the postseason, and everybody's 0-0, right? Everybody's 0-0. You got to win the games in front of you, and that's literally all that matters. And it's going to be fun because it's going to be insane. Trevor Griswold says, where are we tailgating? I'm there. Absolutely. Legion of the Leprechaun, our boys. I'm assuming that's probably Chad. Will we see you guys in late December? Yep, we are in somehow, some way. We may have to, get 2nd, 3rd, 4th jobs, and we may only be there for like an actual day. But somehow we're not going to miss the first ever playoff game at the house that Rock built.
Whatever happened to that person with the chips? I need to see if they're done with them yet.
The chips?
The chips that always comes in and says I enjoyed some chips.
Yeah, I think that's Fred. Fred, did you enjoy some chips during the game? And if you did, are they gone? Or do you want to bring some to the tailgate in South Bend in December? Are you going to make some more? Julio Stellin says, I am confident with our running backs. Good Lord. Let's talk about Jadarian Price, man. That guy, let's get into some stats here. Nate's the stat nerd. We'll talk about our passing, rushing. How did everybody look numbers-wise?
Yeah, passing, 155 yards passing, 112 yards rushing for Price, 99 for Jeremiah, and leading receiver was Mitchell Evans with 59.
Okay, and a touchdown. Yeah.
So a touchdown for each running back and a tight end.
I know Riley threw that pick early on in the 3rd quarter. But that throw to Mitch was absolutely perfection. And I say work on that all day long because Mitchell Evans is going to be a mismatch for 99.9% of teams out there. So
I think he's 100% at 100% health now. I think that was the issue the first couple weeks of the season.
Defensively, who led the team in tackles? It had to be Rudiger.
It was a tie between Christian Gray and Xavier Watts.
God, when X got hurt at the end there, I was literally holding my breath and about to have some stomach issues.
Quick point, USC's never allowed more than 33 to an opponent this season. So
it's another good stat.
Notre Dame broke.
Gary Kennedy, the Irish Giant, checking in. Home field playoff, absolutely. Gary, you better freaking be there. In fact, everybody better be there. Even if you can't go to the game, but if you're local, let's burn that effort down, man. Tailgate status. Let's see. We were patiently for D to cause a turnover. Then they popped 2 pick 6s in the 4th. OKC Indy Club is awesome. Were you there, Gary? Were you at that watch party? So that sounds like a good time. Let's see. Miami lost 2. And what's the score right here?
It's LSU.
LSU and Oklahoma.
I just put it on to see if they would lose.
Yeah. Are they going to win?
They're good. I mean, it's 7-0, but they look pretty good on that first drive.
Realistically, we don't even talk about non-playoff teams. Okay. Negative 20 degrees tailgate. Yeah. The weather is going to be something. I'll say that. I'm not really super great with the cold weather, so this is going to be interesting. But I'm sure my Irish on the field will warm me up. It sounded odd. Zach Schaefer, I love how everyone. Hold on, let's see what this is. I love how everyone talks so much about this team after the loss to NIU. I knew Riley was going to turn it around. I watched him play for Duke, and he's a good QB. I love how that team turned it around, winning 10 straight. I believe in this team all year. I love what Freeman is doing to this team. Yeah, I mean, you lose that game to NIU, and there were on that show. You can go back and watch it. We were trying to hold the flag and rally and all that kind of stuff, and people were just, it's 20 years of this. I'm done being a fan and all those kind of things. I get it, man. It sucked. It was a horrible situation, but look what happens. 10 wins in a row, including sealing the deal against our bitter rivals, the USC Trojans, at their house in, what would you call it? Heartbreaking or not, heart attack special fashion. USC QB was legit. Yeah, that dude's our starter next year, man. They don't even need to go to the portal or anything. They have a couple of young guys coming in. They're going to be good. SC is going to be really good here as long as they get rid of their loser coach. Barring anything bad happening, I hope Ray and I will be out there to tailgate. That's from Dave Yoder. Hope to see you, bud. Also laughing at the Riley isn't a good QB. Yeah, come on, man. Let's see. I'll do everything I can to be there in my kilt. You're not wearing a kilt in 19-degree weather. Maybe with sweats underneath, but come on now. Michael DeWolf, great win. Mitchell Tocher. So what does Nate predict with the Buckeye loss?
What do I predict?
Like in terms of who we would play?
Oh, I think we still play SMU. I think that's what was mocked last time.
But don't they still have to play in the conference championship?
Yeah, I do. Well, they do, but I don't think they're going to lose to.
Okay.
Who are they playing? Oh my gosh, I forgot.
But
I still think we play them.
Bobcat Chief Miller says, "Bring in Gruden for SC." Oh man, that would be my worst nightmare, quite frankly, because I love Gruden, but I'd still hate SC.
I heard some reports, and people are probably going to chime in with this at some point, but people at Ohio State fans asking for a new coach, obviously, and
insane.
But the interesting thing is, it's not the guy that we have right now, Freeman. It's Mike Vrabel, and he doesn't have a coaching job. So
Vrabel's going to go to Vrabel wants to be an NFL coach. He doesn't want to mess around with NIL and transfer.
He didn't get any looks in the NFL. So
let's see, Mike Ferguson. Let's see. Really glad there was no brawl at the end of this game with pepper spray and coaches and players bleeding. Yeah, we haven't had a chance to look at that too much, but I'm really looking forward to seeing how that all went down because I did hear it was quite the debacle. And of course, now Michigan and OSU fans are going to say they have the greatest rivalry, but what the greatest rivalry is two teams going toe to toe and then shaking hands afterwards after they slap each other, which we just did. If any of you are watching and you're leaving the game, what was it like? What was the environment like? It definitely sounded like the SC fans came alive toward the end there, which, props to them, I guess. But I definitely didn't hear much of them while we were kind of going back and forth. So lost my F in mind several times today. Let's go Irish. That's from Emmett Dulligan on Facebook. Gary Mayo, does Riley get a buyout? I don't know. Possible. I don't think Riley's the coach next year.
I don't know what that buyout looks like.
Good linebacker play today also by Indy. Yeah, let's talk about the linebackers, man. Drake Bowen is going to be an absolute beast next year when he's leading this defense. I mean, another great game from him. Called out a lot of plays. Just really had control of that team. And I just really look forward to his continued development. Just an absolute phenom. And then Howard Cross coming back too is just going to be great. Who else is celebrating with some Guinness? That's from Wayne Smith on YouTube. Definitely not us. We're celebrating with some liquid death. See, my score prediction was wrong, but the point difference is the same. You still don't win anything. Brett Boyce and Aaron Taylor is going nuts on post-game clapping. Yeah, dude, Aaron Taylor, having him on the CBS pregame gave me a little bit of pep in my step when I heard him talking, because typically it's, well, Notre Dame's going to be letting their fans down and this and that, but instead they didn't, and Aaron Taylor was quite the scene there. It was awesome. What else we got here? Let's go back to some of these comments. I wish I had the over-under. Yeah, I don't bet on the Irish ever on anything, but definitely the under would have been a big hit. Or I'm sorry, the over, I mean. Thanks to us Leprechauns for an exciting and excellent coverage of our Irish. Looking forward to the playoff. Yeah, thank you. It's been a great year, a lot of fun, especially these last 10 games. And then that first game was kind of – I still don't understand what in the heck happened against NIU. It blows me away. Jared Mobley, can't wait to be out at Indy for that playoff game. That's going to be insane. I mean, absolutely insane. 3 weeks to get everyone healthy. They really showed heart today. That's from Vincent Brocolo.
That's another big thing. 3 weeks to get everything cleaned up, too.
Absolutely. 100%.
Look at everything we did right.
100%.
Clean it up.
And 3 weeks to prepare for your opponent.
Yeah.
And
probably 2 weeks to prepare for him.
Oh, good call. Good call. and Coach Freeman does really well after bye weeks. So Golden, Denbrock, and Freeman with 2 weeks to prepare for an opponent. I like our chances there big time. And I'm telling you, man, there better not be any of the wine and cheese crowd at that game. Stay home, sell your tickets for whatever you need to sell them for, but leave the cheering to us. Please. NIU was meant to happen. That's from Wayne Smith. Well, I wish it still didn't because that was really bad. Let's see, the wide receivers were nasty, same as quarterbacks from Patrick McCormick. Yeah, dude, that was.
Yeah, receivers were really physical today. I think that was huge. I mean, a lot of the getting in USC players' faces like that caused a lot of penalties on SC, so that was huge.
Yeah, the only gripe I have on this entire game, besides the defense playing less than expected, was that Riley Mills punch to the face mask of the downed SC opponent. I mean, that's just the kind of thing that a senior captain can't do, but it is what it is.
Here's my response. I don't care.
Oh yeah, did they look at Nate's shirt? He's wearing his FUSC all game today. So predictions for the playoffs from Mitchell. I mean, I think SMU is kind of the way it's looking.
I don't even know who we would play if we say beat SMU. Like with Miami out now, like I have no.
Isn't it Texas?
Well, it depends on who's ranked ahead or below Texas.
Keith Travers said, "How are we looking for the Joe Moore Award?" I would say pretty dang good after what I just saw today.
I don't know who we're competing with.
I mean,
to be honest.
A lot of schools,
maybe
Wisconsin, Boise State, guys like that. Probably, I feel like Wisconsin just perennial is listed there.
Yeah,
I missed the end. Dang Fubo changed the Tokche next program. Travis, you're giving me a seizure, bro. I think he's saying I missed the end of the dang gang on Fubo. Change to the next programming. Sorry, man. I don't know what that says, but see, Tracy said Tracy Borden says my only problem watching USC, the school song was my high school's. Oh, that's rough. That is rough, Tracy. That song is nails to a chalkboard, man. Christian can't be our best now. He got burned almost the entire game. I mean,
I don't think he was our best before this game.
He's a freshman.
All due respect to him, I don't think he was the best before this game.
Well, Benmo being out and Jaden Mickey transferring early.
Yeah, I'd still put Leonard Moore up there.
Well, yeah.
All due respect, but
any news on Love injury? It was a knee, and it seemed like he was ready to go back in, but the training staff said no.
I think without Price, he would go back in.
Probably. And then not to mention the fact, I mean, Aeneas Williams, I don't think he had a single carry this game. He was blocking, but he's still Aeneas and even freaking Devin Ford, I think, is done for the year. But they still have, Kendron Young, who can also run it. So it's ridiculous. Mitchell, love you guys. Good night. Good night, Mitch. We'll be talking soon. What are we going to do in the next 2 weekends?
I don't know.
This is going to be weird.
I have to watch. Oh, I can't watch Rudy, but maybe you can watch Rudy.
Christmas movies.
I guess.
Let's see. Imagine the ratings for Indy PSU game. Oh, God, that would be amazing.
I think we beat PSU by 3 times.
I think we beat Penn State. Penn State would probably be one of the teams I'd be least concerned about. But who knows? I mean, whoever we play is going to be a lot better than what we've played all year, other than maybe SC. And even with that, you're going to see teams that can play a lot better defense than what you saw today, because SC's defense was pretty bad. Going to be a little early for that. Don't know if I'm Lynch. Give him time to heal for the playoffs. Yeah, no, for sure. They did have us as a top 10 for the Moorhead. Yeah, no, they're a finalist for the Joe Moore Award for the best offensive line unit in the country, and obviously well deserved. I mean, geez, these guys. Knapp has just been, as a freshman, I know a lot of people were concerned in the Texas A&M game going against Scorton, but he showed out that game, and I feel like he's gotten better each week. This week against an SC team, he really controlled his side, and you could see him finishing blocks and just bullying people. Billy Scaruth was out for a little bit, and Sam Pendleton came in. They both played well. Pat Coogan played really well today. Emil Wagner played really good. I mean, the O-line in general is just absolutely clicking. Our boy Rocco Spindler, how solid has he been? I mean,
nice job by Sam stepping into the team.
But Rocco losing his job right before the first game and then coming back and filling in and just really solidifying that spot and being such a solid player just speaks a lot to who he is.
The whole team, really. I mean, Notre Dame has to be the most injured team in the country.
Really? Oh, dude, for sure. Sheila Allen with a great comment here. I hope our lack of talent with our kicker doesn't hurt us in the playoffs. It will. I'm telling you, we got to get that thing straightened out. I don't even, it's inexplicable because that first one was a 27-yard chip shot, middle of the field.
27.
They weren't even bringing any heat, no wind to speak of, and he pushed it.
Yeah. And I'm going to say this, but to me, it looked like the hold was kind of messed up a little bit.
Come on.
I'm not making excuses, but I'm just saying that's what it looked like.
How about Tyler Buckner, huh? TB 26 with the punt, fake punt, hits Mitchell Evans for what, a 25-yard pass to really kind of turn things around on that drive. That was so awesome. Buckner, say what you want. He leaves to go to Alabama. I think he's going to be the starting quarterback there. Tommy Reese pulls a Tommy Reese, and he isn't. And then he comes back, backup player for the lacrosse team, comes out and has 2 huge conversions for us on special teams. So, attaboy. Can our kickoff Army guy kick field goals? That's Mr. Goins. Yeah, maybe. Who knows? Keith Tavers, good point here. No holding penalties or false starts on the offensive line, which is massive, especially in an environment like that. The price was right, baby. That's from Carlos Santiago. Darian Price, man. The 1-2 punch of those 2 guys is out of control. You get a Jeremiah Love with the hurdle and the hurt, that's going to be a t-shirt, by the way, hurdle and the hurt. He hurdled, and then he just put his head down and cracked some dude.
We need like a nickname like the Lions do, like Sonic and Knuckles or whatever. The David Montgomery and Jahmyr Gibbs. We need that with Price and Love. We need a nickname for those 2.
Yeah, we really Thunder and Lightning, Sonic and what's the other guy's name?
Well, that's what the Lions have.
Oh, yeah, we don't need that then. Yeah, we got to think. We'll, if you guys have ideas on what we should call Love and Price, the price of love, drop them in the comments. We decided to extend our sale on our site. So head over to doseleprechauns.com, grab some gear, grab a couple hoodies because you're going to need to stay warm for the playoff game in South Bend when it's going to be freaking cold.
Layer up and buy some merch.
Bobby Mittlenberger, that was awesome. Yeah, it was. What in the world happened with Riley Mills punching that guy? There had to be something between it. Ooh, kind of like that one from Bobby. Mega Powers. Little shout out to the Hulk Hogan, Macho Man Randy Savage tag team of the mid-'80s. I could feel that. I can be with that. The 2 interceptions were awesome. I'm excited for the win. Okay, I think you meant win. You guys are all – I think everybody's had a couple too many Guinnesses tonight. Kilted Leprechauns. We already have that, Gary. Felt so good for Gray after being picked on all game. Yeah, man, that guy really responded to that adversity in the right way. I love The Price is Right. Yeah, that one's good.
That's not what we meant, Lynch.
Lynch, you're fired again. I want to give a big shout out to our entire admin team at Dos Leprechauns that helps keep this thing going. Jason Lynch, Pat McCormick, Jeff Stribudic, Wayne Smith, Benny the Tank, Grim, Jake Ryan over on Twitter, Nate helping out on Facebook, Instagram, and the other stuff that he does. Oh my God. Oh, Joe Nisnowski on Fighting Irish Faithful, doing the podcast on Tuesday. He does the nerd version where he does stats and spreadsheets and scotch and all that good stuff. So we just do the more, hey, let's hang out and have fun, talk about the game. He's like, on third down conversions on sunny days, the Irish convert on 27%. I'm like, dude, did we win or not? Irish love comes with a price. Might be onto something there, Legion of the Leprechaun. Jim Zumsky, Indy strong. Thank God they stopped the score, then score. Yeah, that was huge. I call those guys number fans. Oh yeah, Patrick Wright. I call those guys number fans. No, Joe's a diehard. He's an alumni too, but no, he's definitely a Scotch and spreadsheets kind of guy. Go Irish Puckers in Belfast. Did they already play? I thought they already played. Is it a series, Gary? You know more about the hockey stuff than I do. Thank you both for all you did this season. From Tracy. It's a big family here. We're all about the Irish and just continuing to get this thing going. Let's see what else we got here. Some more comments. 20-yard passes against us all day. Yeah, that was tough. Love Dos Leprechauns for a price. That's pretty cool too. I kind of like that.
Or what if we just call them Dos Leprechauns? They steal our name.
I'll sign the trademark over to him. They just don't have the LLC. Connor Patrick, we are ND, absolutely. See, my Patrick Wright says my buddy loves Caleb Williams on the Bears, and I hate him only because he's a Trojan. I hate him for many reasons. I don't hate him. I just really dislike Caleb a lot with the whole FUS or FND on his fingernails that one time and just kind of just being a punk. But it is what it is. Bowen is a beast. That's from Carlos Santiago, big time. Rick Dare says, big Notre Dame fan. Yep, we are too, and I love it. This is we deserve this as fans, man. It's been a rough few years, and here we go. It's anybody's game. You look at some of these. The only undefeated left is Oregon, and I mean Oregon's look good, but I saw them play Wisconsin while we were out at the Notre Dame Virginia game, and I mean, they didn't seem like a dominant world beater. They're obviously. What's that?
Almost lost to Boise State at home as well.
They're obviously very fast, talented, a lot of athletes, but I mean, I feel like it's anybody's opportunity at this point. So what I'm saying is go drop $1,000 on the Irish to win it all. I'm kidding. Don't do that. 11-1, gentlemen. That's from Bobby Mittlenberger. Man, seriously, if you thought we were going to 11-1 besides us, then yeah, a lot of you didn't, but that's okay.
I think I said undefeated or one loss.
I'll be honest with you. I think I said 10-2. I was worried we'd slip up at least one more time. At that time, SC was really cranking it out, and I was worried about that one. But I also thought we were going to lose to A&M, and we didn't. I got to own my mistakes, man. William Reynolds, SMU is tough. I'll be honest with you. I don't know the first thing about SMU, but whenever the opponent is announced, we're going to do some deep dives and figure out what we're dealing with and all that kind of good stuff. So as of right now, what's the date? Is it December 20th, a Friday?
Yeah, I think that's 21st is a Saturday.
And we'll play in either one, right?
Yeah, it'll be the 20th or 21st.
I thought the 20th was confirmed.
I think this game, it depends on your seating, I think. So I really don't know.
Okay. Mike in the Hills, great win, boys. They wouldn't put our home playoff game on that Friday, would they? We were just talking about that. I'm honestly not sure how that's going to go, but it's either going to be the 20th or the 21st of December. So either that Friday or that Saturday. So who knows? But it's going to be fun anyway.
If that first game would be like the highest seed, if you know.
Oh yeah, maybe the 5-11 or 5-12. Yeah, okay, well it's going to be fun to figure it out. Tuesday's the next playoff rankings show, so I would prepare to see the Irish in at number 5 in terms of the seedings, and then we'll figure out who we play after next Saturday's matchup. So. We're going to go celebrate with some Liquid Death and leftover turkey food. Oh, yeah. We're going to watch Survivor Series because we're freaking nerds. But, yeah, thank you guys so much. We love you all. We will be back. Just because the Irish are off, we will not be off. We got a show next week. Since we are in the playoffs, we'll talk about that a little bit and just have some fun with it. Hopefully we'll have a guest on. So, again, till the end of the day, only folks watching the show here live, doseleprechauns.com, 50% off all merch. And then it'll go back to regular price, but we're going to try to get some playoff merch in there too that won't get us, sued by Indy. So with that, FUSC, they'll always be our bitter rival. We took care of business today, and Freeman we trust. Defense will be okay. Love will be okay. Go Irish. Bring on the playoffs.
Beat whoever.